Hi everyone, welcome back. Zara Larsson's makeup looks for her tour have been absolutely insane and I've been feeling so inspired by them. Her makeup artist Sophia Sinot is amazing with color work, and when I saw this look specifically, I just knew I wanted to be a part of that symphony. So I'm going to try to recreate that today, so let's get into it. I'm going to start with blush. She's wearing a very vibrant pink and it's really diffused up into the temple, so I want that to be under the eye look. So I have this Huda Beauty baby pink blush filter palette. This came in and I was like, oh, that's perfect, I'll try that. So this has 3 blushes and then kind of like a highlighter. So I'm going to take a mixture of these two right here. I'll just go whoop, 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 whoop. And I'm using my Makeup by Mario F2 brush. I'm going to be diffusing a lot of shadows in this area, so I didn't want to do this afterwards or else I was going to mess up the eyeshadow look. I just would rather this as the little base. This feels so fun, it's so freeing. It's gonna look a little crazy for right now, but it'll get pulled together once the eye look is on. So for the eyes, I pulled quite a few random things. I have some About Face eye paints, as well as these little eyeshadow palettes. So I have the Kaleidos Glowing Iris palette. I love looking at this one, it's so stunning. I think this shade is going to be perfect. And I also have these singles from Nabla. Because my lime green shadow is very, very light, I'm going to use these as a base. So I'm mixing these two shades together. This is Incoming and Everything Now. So I'm taking more yellow than green. I'll just mix this up using the bottom of a brush. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And with a flat brush, this is a Moda SMI shader brush. I'm going to take just a little bit of this at a time. I don't want to apply it too full on because this look is very diffused and soft. I'm just using this as an amplifier, like to make it look more opaque. And I'm going to put this in my inner corner first. The most pigment right on my mobile lid, and then I'll kind of blend upwards. I really need it to be diffused up here. To help it be diffused, I'll take a little blending brush as well. Ooh, I think my eye paints are a little old. And I'll also use this on my brow bone. I also wanted to intensify the purple in this, so I'm going to take a bit of this shade. It's in the shade, it's Morning Glory, but it's a bit dark, so I'm mixing in some of this shade on Point. I didn't want to use white because that would make it look dull, so using this pink will hopefully make it just look like a lighter version of the purple. That looks about right. Again, I'm not going to apply this super full on, I'm just using this to make it look nice and opaque. And I'll use this kind of closer to my lash line. Again, being mindful to make sure it's blended on the outer. Okay, looks rough at first, but now I'm going to transition into powders. So now I'm going to take this lime shade. I'm just really wiping off the brush I was using so it's no longer super wet, but I don't mind a little bit of the base to get some tack on there. But this is the shade Bergamot from Nabla. So I'm really going to pick up a lot. And I'll place this over the areas I put that base, and this will also diffuse it, make it not look so grainy. Her inner corner is very bright and white, so I'm going to take just the closest white eyeshadow I had, and it's this one from the Patrick Ta palette. Pick up a bunch of this, and I'm layering it right on the inner corner, kind of pressing it in first, and then I'll start to diffuse it up and around the area. Cool. Okay, so now getting into the pink, I'm going to use the pinks from this palette. I'll do a little mix. I'll do the same mix as my blush, really going into this cool one though. Ooh, pretty. And this is kind of shoved up right here. And it's touching the front of her brow a little bit. Going to work in some more white. Grabbing the Glowing Iris palette, I'm taking the light shade here. So I'll place the most pigment near my lashes. And then I'll work upwards. The shade that I have is a touch more deep. I'll add like a light purple over to hopefully soften it. I have this from Flower Nose. It's the Mermaid's Dream palette in 04. I'm going to take a touch of these two shades mixed. Taking more of that blush pink, and I'm kind of drawing it here. I really love how these two shades are meeting and blending. It looks so pretty. Now I'm just going to go back and forth with different brushes to blend and soften things up. Almost forgot the concentration of pink right on the lower lash line here. My gosh, how fun is that explosion of colors. Okay, so now I'll work on a little wing liner. I'm going to first sketch it out with my Makeup Forever Artist color pencil in whatever black. Then I'll use a liquid liner. I like to sketch them out first. I'm just more confident with a pencil liner. So here we go. I'm going to trace over that with the Nabla True Signature Black Ink Precision Liquid Waterproof Eyeliner. And I like to hunker down for this. I put both elbows on my desk for extra stability, and I rest my hand on my chin. I tried to film this eye for TikTok. We'll see how that goes because I was just getting so frustrated with the bedazzling. But I have this little nail art kit. I'll be using the pink, the green, and this purple over here. So I'm taking my good old lash glue from Duo, and now I'll place random little dots for the rhinestones. Her makeup artist loves her because, my gosh, bedazzling like this, I can get so irritable so quick. Are you serious? Whew, that was a massive test of patience. Oh my gosh, there's a random green one where there shouldn't be one. Hold on, gotta fix that. That's gonna bug me so bad. Now that the bedazzling is over with, I love, love, love the eyes. Like, how fun is that? So now for the lips, she has kind of like an orangey thing going on with a brown nude liner. So to me, it kind of looks like a mixture of Strip Down and Cork from MAC. I'll start with Strip Down since it's a bit softer. I'm realizing I'm forgetting the glitter and the highlight. Pause on the lips for now. There is like a little bit of glitter like right underneath the liner. For that, I'm using my Half Magic Beauty glitter puck in the silver one. I don't want to tip it over because I've done that before and the whole thing flew out. It was not fun. Okay, so I'm just going to take it on a semi-small fluffy brush, and it's kind of like tucked right here. I'm sure it's kind of blown out as a highlight here a bit, but I'll start with a bit right there, and then I'll just sprinkle some about. Looks like a little bit on the tip of the nose too, and down the bridge. Oh yeah, there it is. So for my lips, I'm actually using this Road Blush that's in the shade Sun Soak. I'll just tap it on. It's a really nice, rich orange. And I'll deepen the lip line a touch. I feel like I need it with Cork. And she is wearing a glitter gloss. I have this glittery one from Rare Beauty. It's in the shade Beam. So I'll also put that on there. Oh my gosh, I feel like her. I'll darken the background a little bit so we can see. And here's my recreation of this amazing makeup look. Now that I'm really comparing mine against hers, I feel like mine's just a little bit more saturated. I did my best with what I had in my collection and I think it turned out awesome. I'm excited to hear what you guys think. I want to recreate more of the looks now. That was so fun to dive into all of this color. It felt very refreshing to kind of dig through everything to find these shades, and I hope it was fun for you to watch as well. But that's all from me. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I'll have everything I used listed in the description box down below, so feel free to check that out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!